Hi everyone, I'm NURIN QISTINA binti HISHAM. I'm from Group 2. So today we're going to present about company Best Buy. So first of all, we have to know about the background and history of internationalization for the Best Buy. Best Buy is an American multinational consumer electronics corporation. The company was founded in 1966, headquartered in Richfield, Minnesota, as an audio specialty store named Sound of Music. So the founder of the Best Buy is Richard M. Schultz. The company operates through two segments, which is domestic and international. We will proceed to the vision and objective, also the business strategy of the Best Buy. The vision of Best Buy is to make life fun and easy. The objectives is to enhance business model, gaining market share, and improving profitability. The business strategy of Best Buy is to bring technology and consumers together in a retail environment that focuses on educating consumers on the features and benefits of technology and entertainment products while maximizing overall profitability. Okay, I will explain to you about the history of internationalization of Best Buy. So first step of Best Buy was to expand Sound of Music's offering to include appliances and VCRs. The sales quickly climbed at that time. In 1982, after expanding offerings to include appliances and VCRs, revenues reached 9.3 million. In 1983, company changes its name to Best Buy Company Incorporated. In 1984, they introduced the superstore format and quickly capturing 42% of the local market. In 1987, Best Buy is listed on the New York Stock Exchange and revenues reached $2,239 million from 24 stores. In 1989, the company introduces Concept 2 stores, which have a warehouse format and no commission sales held. Okay, we proceed to the year 1992, where the Best Buy achieved 1 billion in annual revenues. The revenue kept soaring in 1993 till they reached 1.6 billion. In 1995, they debuted new concept, which is Concept 3 stores, larger than its previous stores, Concept 2. They include expanded product offerings, interactive touchscreen kiosks, and demonstration areas for product. But in 1998, they introduced the Concept 4 stores with its expansion into New England, included open layout with products organized by category, cash register located throughout the store, and slightly smaller store than Concept 3. They have large area for demonstrating home theater, systems, and computer software. In 1999, Best Buy was added to the S&P 500, which is American stock market index based on 500 large companies listed on NYSE and Nasdaq. In early 2004, the company's flagship Best Buy chain included more than 600 stores in 48 states and was named Forbes Magazine Company of the Year. In 2005, Best Buy listed in the top 10 of America's most generous corporations. In 2006, acquired a majority interest in Chinese appliance retailer, which is the fourth largest appliance in China, the company Jiangsu Five-Star Appliance. In 2010, and increasing towards online shopping began to erode revenues and profits of Best Buy. So starting from 2011 onwards, the revenues of Best Buy decreasing. In 2011, the company closed all of its stores in China, where it merged Best Buy China's operation with Jiangsu Five-Star. In 2012, in response to overall revenue decline. In 2015, Best Buy announced the shutdown of the Future Shop chain in Canada. And this year, 2018, the company announced that it would shut down its 250 standalone Best Buy mobile stores in the United States by the end of May due to low revenue.
Hi guys, I am NURHIDAYA ISMAIL, so I will continue the presentation with the challenges faced by Best Buy in relevant functional areas. The first one is decreasing sales. So due to the decreasing sales faced by Best Buy, in February 2013, Best Buy had closed 15 stores without any notice to the employees and public, where approximately 900 full-time and part-time employees were affected with that decision. So actually the reason why they had a decline in sales was mainly from the fact that Best Buy is increasingly falling victim to a phenomenon known as showrooming. Showrooming is where a customer comes into a store to view at an item and gain product information before purchasing it online at a lower price. So basically, Best Buy not really succeed in doing showrooming. So because of this, they need to face a decreasing in sales. Next is challenges in management. Best Buy is considered a store organization where it has many levels of hierarchy. In this organization, they have many managers and each manager had a small span of control. So there was lack of communication occurred between upper and lower management as there are many levels of management to send a message through. The next challenges faced by Best Buy is low marketing effectiveness, where because of this, Best Buy had lost some sales to competitors like Amazon and gaming sales to companies like GameStop. Furthermore, Amazon had biggest benefits compared to Best Buy, where Amazon offers customers a fast shipping on their purchases. Besides, because of low marketing effectiveness also, Best Buy faced a decreasing in entertainment division sales. This decreasing in sales are because of the increasing in streaming music and video services that threatens the viability of physical sales. Best Buy also has no competitive advantage in this business, and other retailers can undercut the company at every turn. And the last one is inventory management. Best Buy actually had low inventory levels on popular electronics like phones, wearables, and drones. Best Buy faced a problem when customers want to buy these things online, but they did not have enough inventory for these things. So actually they failed to fulfill what customers want. Because of this, customers reported frustrations with the service, saying that items ordered through the application were often not available in the stores for pickup. There are also estimated $200 million in lost revenue for the retailer.
So now I'm Hidayah. I'm gonna present main strategies that contributed to firm failures in international business for Best Buy company. So firstly, it's about the changing shopping habits on consumer behavior. The reason why the shopping habits change is because there is a lot of costs that the customer have to face if they're shopping in the big bosses like Best Buy. So what they did in nowadays is they tend to shopping online more rather than shopping it physically, because usually the online shoppers will provide a free shipping for their customer. Okay, and then other than that, the customer that aware about the environment friendly, they will protect the environment by not using the cars, as will increase the carbon dioxide and also all the causes that will affect the environment. So by buying online, they will reduce the carbon dioxide in the environment, and therefore they will provide a clean environment. As we can see here, China is one of the top e-commerce market. So for Best Buy to open a big businesses in China is one of the big mistakes, because most of the consumers are into e-commerce, not into the physically shopping. So basically this chart shows that the consumer are mostly comes from the online shoppers. They're gonna buy online from all around the world. So for example, like a consumer from United States want to buy clothes from China, so they will just buy it online instead of go to China and shop it physically. So basically Best Buy should consider all these consequences as to open a big process in China, because people are more in online shopping rather than physically shopping. Now for the second point, why Best Buy failures in the international market, because of the market segmentations. So for the second part, why the Best Buy failed is because they ignore the segmentations. So they're focusing more on quality, as position Best Buy as high-end electronics retailers and differ them from other in-quality services. That was the mistakes in brand misperceptions that affect the sales negatively. So other local retailers offer the same thing, but in a different way, as they will offer the services in a low price. So Best Buy should explain why did they offer a premium prices, and they should segment that their consumer is not the lower class people, and which is in the middle class people that require a high end of electronics products and also a high quality of services. So that was one of a Best Buy failure. Based on the picture, we can see that market segmentation shows that the company should segment their consumer based on income or even age or even a family size. For example, like income, Best Buy can segment their consumer based on their income. Like for example, for the high income, or they are focusing more on the middle class, like what they stated in their profile, that they are focusing on the middle class people. And they should explain why the segmentations is focusing on that type of consumer, and they should explain it why the price that they offer are for this type of consumer. This idea will affect positively to the sales in the future. Last but not least, the reason why Best Buy fail in international market, because they lose in a market share. The reason why Best Buy lose in market share is because the consumer, for example in China, found out that the price is too expensive compared to the local retailers. And based on the Sean Rain, managing director of the China Market Research Group, they found out that the Best Buy failed because they lose in market share, as the price they offer is too expensive for China. As in China, the price is important indicator for the businesses to grab the consumer attentions. As the lower the price, they will tend to have a lot of consumer preference to get their product or services. And therefore, there is a cultural customization fail as not meet the China needs, which is the low cost or the low price. So Best Buy failed in China because they didn't meet the China consumer preference as to get a low price of services and products. So what should Best Buy do
to success in international market are adding value on their products. Secondly, focusing on their segment, which is one of the factors that they didn't focusing. Thirdly, follow the trends in the technology or in the market. For example, like nowadays people tends to buy online, so Best Buy should provide one online website for their consumer to shop easily. So as we can see in the chart, Best Buy is one of the top company in the worldwide for the consumer to shop. However, it differ from the prior and also holiday seasons. Now we will see the indicators that affect the Best Buy business. So this is the proof that Best Buy has lost in the market share. As we can see, the sales growth by divisions in international is reducing 50.42%, and as we can see in the operating statistics, they are decreasing more and more for international business. Other than that, the indicator for Best Buy is profit. As we can see in the table, internationally, the revenue change is negative 8.14%. That show reducing in their revenues. That is because of the market segmentation, market shares, and the changes shopping habits internationally. So therefore, as we can see also in this table, the total revenue in domestic is higher compared to international, whereas the income international also decreasing negative 21 million. And based on the growth by segment, international shows the red colors, that shows also the negative revenue for Best Buy. So what should Best Buy do for these actions is they should put awareness on their segmentations and also the market preference, for example in China, and also aware on the changing shopping habits on consumer. However, even Best Buy failed internationally, but still Best Buy is ranked in 72 in the Forbes Global 500, which indicates that Best Buy still doing well around the world, but then fail in the certain market, for example in China, Turkey, and also UK, which they are fail based on their actions in market segmentation, market shares, and also fail in understanding of their customer preference.
So hello everyone, my name is JOHARNA binti MAHATHIR alias MAHATHIR, and I'm gonna present to you about the conclusions of these presentations. As you can see from the slide, back in 2012, Best Buy was on the way to retail symmetry like many of its peers, for example Circuit City and Radio Shack. And also Best Buy, once a struggling business, managed to successfully turn around its business. The Best Buy turnaround story should be a case study. It is a plenty of lesson for a business looking to fight off the online juggernaut. Hubert Joly has been instrumental in the Best Buy turnaround success. Okay, we proceed to the next slide, which is lesson learned and how to overcome. First, it's about lesson learned by Best Buy company that been struggling. The first one is have to struggle during the turnover time. No matter what happened, the company have to not give up, but have to struggle and fight no matter what situations that have been faced. And the second, create a strong trust relationship between customers and consumer to keep on survive. In here, The company have to create a strong trust relationship between the customers and the company to make sure that the customers will still loyal and satisfied and believe the product. And the third one, have to think creatively to do the marketing strategies. Marketing strategies, they have so many ways, but in this matter, Best Buy have to think creatively out of box to think more how to solve the problem, how to make a solutions, how to make a decision making, and how to do a strategy which can solve the problem. And then the last one, have to improve the internal management between upper and lower management. In an organization, communication between upper and lower management are important. If you make the employees in your company happy and satisfied with their work, automatically the employees will give the 100% job satisfactions and happy to the customers. And then the second part, it's about how Best Buy overcome their struggle problem. The first, do the SWOT analysis to see company benefit to compete with the other competitors. SWOT analysis, SWOT stand for strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threat. By this analysis, the company can know what the weaknesses and how they fight and compete with the other competitors, and they can see what benefit and advantage that the company have compared to other competitors. And then the second one, must do advertisement on the creative way. As you can see nowadays, there are lots of advertisement in a creative way. So by the creative way of advertisement can may attract customers and consumer to keep on buying the products. And then the last one, improve the customer service. Customer service is the most important thing. If you can gain trust from the customer will be loyal and keep on buying your product. So thank you for me. This is our references during the presentation. Thank you for listening and watching us. If you have any questions, you may ask. Thank you.